What I also do believe, though, is that everyone here in this room can find some reason to compliment someone. I mean, you could come out with something like, wow, your hair doesn't look as bad as it did yesterday. That kind of thing will work. But everyone here, though, can work on the compliment acronym. So number 1 in CHAPS is compliment. I will compliment one person when I get into work.
Hey, it's Conor Cunneen. Irishman Speaks here, offering you some simple tips, tricks, and techniques on adding humor to your presentation. Boom, 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 boom. Aha! Well, isn't it amazing what you find when you're out walking the land? A camera right here in front of me. Does it work? It does. Let's see. Yeah. Crikey, it does, it does. Hey everyone, Conor Cunneen, Irishman Speaks here. Sorry, oh, it's this way. Irishman Speaks here, out walking the land, and I wanted to give you some thoughts on how you can add humor to your presentation. Mark Twain said, "Against the assault of laughter, nothing can stand." And if you are doing presentations to an audience in-house or externally, to a large conference or to a small group of people, if you can add just a little bit of humor to your presentation, you are going to connect better with your audience. And in this series of videos, you can find out more information below. I will provide you with some simple tips, tricks, and techniques to help you add humor to your presentation. This is not a series of videos that will make you a comedy star. We're not talking about having the audience laughing uproariously each time. But if in your presentation you can add 3, 4, or 5 little elements of humor to put a smile on your audience's face during your presentation, you're going to connect better with them and you will also get your message across better. So for the sake of this video here, let's assume that I'm speaking to a conference, a safety conference. And my mission is to encourage the people in the audience to be more aware in the workplace so that they can walk into the workplace with 10 fingers and 10 toes and walk out with 10 fingers and 10 toes. So that's basically the idea I want to get across to the audience. Pay attention to your circumstances. So let's go back to the safety conference. And I'm speaking about making sure you're aware of your circumstances. A few months back, my wife and I went to collect our darling granddaughter from soccer practice. She's 5 years of age. She was doing a sleepover with us. After soccer practice, we said goodbye to her mom, my daughter, put Maggie, our granddaughter, into the back seat in the car. My wife sat in beside her, and then I sat in beside my wife. So there's 3 people in the back of the car. Maggie, after a couple of seconds, realizes that Grampy, that's me, is in the back seat when he should be driving. And she says, "Grampy, you should be driving the car." And I said, "I want to stay here." So eventually I got another Grampy. I decided I better go into the front seat and start driving. Decided to get out of the car. Problem. The child locks are on. We are stuck in the back seat and cannot get out. I have to phone my daughter to tell her to come back and open the car door. Eventually, we headed off safely. Now, that is a silly, little humorous example of why, when I wasn't paying attention to what was going on, I could have ended up in some kind of difficulty. And it's the same with you in the workplace. If you don't pay attention to your environment, if you're not aware of the circumstances that are surrounding you, you can run into trouble as well. Okay, call it there. That's the end of the safety conference example there, all right? But the basic point of it is that I illustrated the importance of being aware of your circumstances with a humorous example. Over the rest of my presentation, I will actually be able to refer back now and again to the example with Maggie. People will remember that name, and the child lock as well. That little anecdote there about Maggie and the child lock, in a sense, encapsulates all of what we'll be talking about in this series of videos. You don't have to create humor to add to your presentation. What I will encourage you to do is to capture humor. And when something slightly funny happens to you, capture it. When you hear something that makes you laugh, capture it. When you see a cartoon or a story or a little anecdote that puts a smile on your face, capture it. The idea is that if you build up over a period of time a repository of humor and fun, you will be able to drag and pull from that repository and drop it into your presentations. That's basically it. And over the next few videos, I will provide you with some simple tips, tricks, and techniques that will help you to add humor to your presentation. My name is Conor Cunneen, Irishman Speaks. I get it right? Hey, Irishman Speaks, adding humor to your presentation. Stay well. Talk to you soon. Bye. So here I am walking up to the camera. I look at the camera and I see this, a shaving cut from this morning. I can't do a recording with that. So what do I have to do? Ladies, I feel your pain every time you get in front of a camera. I have to get my wife's makeup kit and start dabbing it on here so I can present my beautiful visage to you and talk to you about adding humor to your presentation. Off to the makeup artist. Cheers.
If you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button, and below in the video description, you will find a link to get 53 humorous quotes and flubs that you can use in any presentation.